Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arachia Galadirthan, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as Angmar. Now, there are two things I wish to discuss. First and foremost, as ever again, although I only said it in 2 of the videos last week, and I'll probably only do 2 videos this week because I might forget, but the current Total War Center 2015 modding awards are open. I'm not urging you to go and vote for DaC, I'm just urging you to go and vote. We always get such a low turnout, and there are so many great mods across every single game. And so if you've got a Total War Center account, I do urge you to go and vote. You can head to Total War Center, click the Forums tab at the top, and then in that first grouping at the bottom is Total War Center Modding Awards. Head there and vote for the modders you want, the mods you want, and the submods that you want. But secondly, before I end the turn, allow me to apologise for my commentary of my 2 losses. My 3rd place defeat to Brasadas and my semi-final defeat to Melvin. And as many of you have pointed out, I come across more as a whiny bitch, if you'll pardon my French. And that was not my intent. And I do feel a bit bad about it. And I spoke to Brasadas actually afterwards, after the rant fest that was my attempt to defeat him. And he did genuinely fear that I would beat him in the late game. He honestly thought I was better than him in the late game, and so he felt he had no choice but to cripple me early, otherwise it was a done deal, which I had never considered, because I think Brasadas is much better than me. But so there we are. My own negativity just moved him. My own negativity inspired my hand, and I apologise because I do moan a wee bit in that Brasadas video, and that was not my intent. But also a little part of it does come from the. Sadly, I was just so. I don't know. We've played a lot of Age of Empires. I've recorded a lot of Age of Empires, and I was a little bit just done with Age of Empires. And I think that may have come across in the episodes as well, so I do apologise for that. If we ever do it again, if we ever do a tournament again, I would likely only bring you the final, possibly the semi-finals. So there is at least that to go on. So do just allow me to apologise, and I do hope you can forgive me as we move on now to a normal week of videos. So that introduction out of the way. Oh, sorry, it's very early in the morning and I'm yawning. How unprofessional. Let's end the turn and see how much the Elves of Linden are going to now come and ruin our fun. Oh, they've disappeared. Never good. Never good. Oh, Linden, don't use your power against me. Don't use your power against me. I'll tell you what, I've been having fun with all week, actually. Oh, not all week. Yesterday. I'm recording this on Sunday. So in the 2 videos, the final video and the Brasadas video, I mentioned about how I was going to go and play Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4, and I didn't. In the end, I actually ended up installing both Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and 5, because I hadn't got them on my computer yet. And I installed both of those, and I was then playing those with mods. The Heroes 5 HD mod the Heroes 3 HD mod is really good. Brings it slightly further forward into the modern age. Gives you some useful buttons that weren't there before. And the Heroes of Might and Magic 5 5.5 mod is really, really good and very useful for that game. And I was playing those non-stop yesterday, but then it crashed during one of the campaigns and all my progress was lost, and I was a bit because I turned off autosave because it's really annoying and obnoxious. It tells you every single end turn it's autosaving, and it adds a good like 2 seconds onto each turn tick over. But right, to the matter at hand. They are about to attack Angul, but I think we can take them. Aragorn is certainly strong. Oh, they won't get a garrison there, will they? We don't have any archers. Their whole army is archers. It's going to be better to face them on we're going to have to do it. Oh, I don't want to, but we're going to have to. In the south, though, we're standing at currently what I can see to be the only river crossing this side of... on this side of the mountains. The Linden are either going to have to come round Thorin's Halls or come all the way up past Oskelon now. Or is he standing next to a river crossing? Is that a river crossing? Yes. But he's rebel.
I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck.
Objective complete.
Are we're at war with Linden, aren't we? Where's our diplomat? We don't have a diplomat. Oh, we've got no money. Right, let's do this. Angul!
Or kill them all.
Oh, that's so heavily in our favour. Oh, it's just not going to be that way by the end. The Dunedain are so much better than the forces of Angmar. If I were a player, if I was commanding the garrison that Aragorn is now facing off against, or the attack there, if I was the Dunedain here, I think I wouldn't even be breaking a sweat with this army. It would be an easy victory. Very easy victory. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, I probably should have waited for more melee favourable conditions. Welcome again to the castle of Angul. There's the Dunedain flag. The symbol of the reunited kingdom, juxtaposed with the pitchfork and I don't know what that is. It looks like a heel. A woman's shoe on a stick. And, alright, we've only got one. I don't care how many men we lose. I do not care. We're going in fully gung-ho. Be ready! The only thing we'll leave behind for the time being is a general. Get into a line there. Speed it up. In we go. Oh, what's going on here? There's the enemy. They've got their melee behind the gate. There he is. The opponent of all those who stand for Sauron. Aragorn, the leader of the free peoples and the resistance against the one true lord and dominion over Middle-earth. The shadow of Morgoth. Dunedain Rangers wasting their shots. Perfect. In we go, lads. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We're getting burnt alive. We'll send in the fellas first.
The battering ram is in place. It'll not be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
Oh, look, where are they going? In we go. There isn't another door. Oh, they're in. Sorry, there's one over there. Castles tend to only have one door on the smallest castle type. I think 2 doors on, evidently, on this castle type. Possibly more on the next one up. Now, our numbers are how we're going to win this. For every orc that falls, we have about 4 to take his place, whereas the Dunedain do not have that luxury. Also, their archers, particularly their Cardellani archers, they did have Cardellan archers, didn't they? I thought they had Cardellan archers. Dunedain, Woodland Hunters, there's Aragorn. Yeah, and Cardellan archers. The Cardellan archers and the Woodland Hunters are abysmal in melee. The Woodland Hunters especially. The Woodland Hunters are the game's most glass cannon archer unit. They are very, very good in melee, missile. 5 missile damage. That is 1 below a ranger. That's incredible. But their melee is only 2 and their total defense is 5. They are useless once they've run out of arrows. I mean, again, we'll be hoping to use that to our advantage. Now, Orc fellas do get a little bit of a bonus owing to their, if I'm not mistaken, effective against armor trait. If you're wondering why I pause it to read those, it's because you have to pause it to read the unit cards. It doesn't let you do it on ongoing gameplay. You lot all move up.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Who are you? Oh, well, we could probably do without getting you involved, actually. You can return to Kandum. I think we've got enough. They just can't afford the kind of losses that we can. Got bandits involved as well, especially when they, as I say, when they all run out of arrows. Dunedain are quite good in melee when they're out of arrows, and Aragorn is very good. The Grey Company are very good. So we've got to be cautious about them. But with they doing these arcing shots, they're just wasting so many arrows. It's a shame we don't have anyone that can go into shield wall. I mean, they can, but I don't want to waste them. We've got enough with the halberdiers and the marauders. Got their name from him. In we go. Surge forth, my black hordes. Those fire arrows are getting kills now, aren't they? We're bursting in. It's a cluster gathering at the gate once again. Yes, flee before me, you Dunedain wardens. Ah, we're taking the gate, we're taking the gate. So this is all their melee here in one location. Who's going to get the honour of taking down Aragorn? Keep on going, keep pressing. Fellas are taking a bit of damage. 2 of them are already fleeing. But the Marauders are getting involved. For comparison, Marauders have an attack of 6. Total defense is 11. The Orc Fellas have an attack of 3, but kind of double that with the effective against armor. And their total defense is only 2. So whilst the Orc Fellas arguably have the same attack stats as the Marauders, they are roughly 6 times worse in the defense stat. So the Marauders will be able to hold on longer, and then as wonderfully, we've then got even the Halberdiers in reserve. But when Aragorn goes down, that's going to be such a good blow for the forces of the Dunedain. And now I'm just praying that in the west, Lyndon leave us alone for a little bit of time. Ah, Aragorn's he's come down. We won't send the Halberdiers in until we've fully taken down through the gate. Now there's only 51 Wardens left. There's 51 Bandits left. Pay attention! All the fellas are fleeing. Halberdiers, you are required. Fellas are all running at the sight of Aragorn, but we just surely we've got the numbers to do it. Their archers must be running out of arrows. Aragorn must have run out of arrows. He would not charge into melee unless he'd run out of arrows. And as we haven't killed any archers yet, they're using up their arrows faster than they would do if we'd taken some of them down. Now this is the only problem. This is where the Grey Company are going to be so outrageous. No, their defense is only 18. Their melee's 14. They've not got any charge bonus. They're not particularly outrageously good cavalry. Gandalf the White's Royal Arthedain Guard are far better than the Grey Company in the melee front. He's down to 36. There's now 29 Wardens left. There's 32 Bandits left. But our unused strength at this moment is the Halberdiers, who are effective against cavalry. And in there you go. If we can get them to the front. Grey Company are down to 30. Warden's down to now 23. Bandits at 22.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And the Halberdiers have arrived. Now let's not forget that our general is actually quite a good unit as well, and if need be, the Carndom Guardians and the general can come and get involved. The Grey Company have lost 10 more now. Bandits are down to only 9. Ah, yes. Welcome the Halberdiers. And the Wardens are down to 14. Now, where is Aragorn? There he is, the smug bastard. Of course, he's not really a bastard. By the correct definition of the word, I believe Gilrayan and... what's his dad called? Arathorn? No. Yeah, it is Arathorn, isn't it? I think he might be the only one left. And he's got 3 people with him. What a place to lose the West's only hope. He's really got some problems going on with his face there, hasn't he? It looks like both of his eyes have exploded and the blood is just covering his face. Someone's got a lucky jab with a pike up there. Oh, he's going to die soon, surely. As soon as Aragorn does go down, the morale shock is going to be outrageous, and the archer units that are left will fight far under their actual strength. Right, we can Oh, he's gone! He's gone! He's gone! He's down! Aragorn is defeated. Our forces can now go their separate ways. We'll take the marauders to the left. Who are they? And that orc fella's still running away. Have they been trapped in there that whole time, just trying to run?
Only half the enemy force remains.
We've paid a lot so far, but what we have succeeded in doing is very good indeed. Oh, those Dunedain Rangers are totally wasted. Team 2, keep pressing on the Woodland Hunters. They're not very good.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Team 1, how are we doing? Up against the Cardellani. Oh, and this is it. This is all that's left. Single solitary bandit still exists in the town. How Aragorn got them to fight for him, I'll never know. Oh, the Dunedain Rangers are coming down the other side. They think they can have better luck. Look at the dead by the gate. See, this is what I mean. This just shows you how strong the Dunedain are. The sizing of our armies was something like 3-1, wasn't it? The auto result feature told us we had a 75% chance of victory, and yet this tiny Dunedain force has made us pay over. Look at that! 65% of us have died so far already, and we haven't even won yet. The Dunedain are so powerful. Everyone around Angmar is so powerful. No wonder the campaign is hard. You've easily got the 3 strongest good nations around you. I mean, you could, of course, argue till you're blue in the teeth that Imladris might be stronger than Lindon, and that Erebor might be stronger than the Blue Mountains, but we can agree that dwarves in general are one of the strongest nations, are the strongest sort of factions. Elves are the strongest faction, and the Dunedain, as humans go, are easily the strongest human nation. Gondor in the later game probably has 1 or 2 units that do outclass the Dunedain, and Gondor of course get more units, but the Dunedain's core units are definitely the best human units going at their level, because of course things like the Wardens of the White Tower and the Talon Knights, the dismounted Knights of the Silver Swan, who are called Talon Knights, they're all incredibly good foot units, very, very good human units. But at this kind of level, at this sort of stage in the game, if Gondor and the Dunedain were to go up against each other, the Dunedain would wipe the floor with Gondor. Mostly because their archers are so strong. I would expect that most of their kills have come from their archers, even though they were doing that high, useless arcing shot.
Our men have taken control of the castle.
Right, now our units arrive in the centre. We can keep the enemy at bay. We'll get the other 3-minute countdown if we just keep them out of the centre. Oh, I think we will, because their whole force is now in the middle there and it's getting killed. Is that everyone? The fighting noises have stopped. Yes! The cheering begins. Yes! Why didn't he tell us it was a clear victory? Look at that. 687 Dunedain, 2,768 Angmarim. Angmarim is the Sindarin way of grouping up a group of people, by the way. Not Angmarim, but by adding the suffix rim, it collectively denotes all those from Angmar, thus Angmarim. Anywho, we have 2,000, let's call it 2,800, and let's call his 700. 4 times. He had 4 times less than us. We are 4 times greater than his army. A 4-to-1 ratio. And to lose every single one of his men, he claimed well over half of our entire army after healing. It's just mental. I truly do appreciate the music today, regardless of whether or not it's too friendly. It certainly conveys how I feel. Relief. The Golden Sword, to add to their banner, their personal battalion banner, goes to a unit of Orc Halberdiers who killed 69 people. Well done. Well done indeed. Sustained casualties is just off the charts. Oh, and they've already got reinforcements on their way. Angsul's not a money wealthy prize. It's not a particularly wealthy prize. And in the west, we've not got enough forces to press on Lindon at this time. Oh, but the chieftain of the Dunedain is, of course, now dead. And most likely Gandalf has just risen to now command the Dunedain. We got Warg Riders for it. Ah, because we can get Warg Riders now. What's the other situation? Shadoon. Cardlin Riders, that's interesting.
I will only address you in...
Men of Ruidour. Men of Ruidour siding with the enemy. This is heresy.
Attack!
2 units of Dunedain. No! No!
Come and get me.
Otherwise, though, the pikemen aren't really a threat. I don't want to, but we will.
Kill them all!
Come on, come on, come on. This one is far more even. Well, it's not. But the ratio apparently is 20 to 9. Which is almost 2 for 1. So why are we not more up here? I'm going to call this episode All That Is Gold Does Not Glitter. In reference to the song of Aragorn, for all that is gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost. I can't remember the next line. Something, 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 something. Deep roots are not touched by the frost. And then it goes to what the poem that you all know, which is about the sword being recrafted. That's just terrible. I've told you like no information. There's a poem about Aragorn, and it's that all that is gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost. Something, I can't remember the third line. Someone will know it. Someone will also just look it up on the internet and then tell me and pretend to know it. And you know who you are. Righty-ho, righty-ho. What are we doing here? It's all over the place. Right, we're fighting against Dunedain Rangers. Do we have anyone that can hide in trees? Oh, you can hide in trees. Because if we can catch the bastards, then we might be alright. Can you hide in trees? Yes. Right, we'll get you two to hide. And even though we're attacking them... see if we can't get them to come and engage us. No, we can't. Alright, okay, okay. Pause. Right, we need to flank them. The Dunedain can hide anywhere. So, you and you... come over there. Oh, no, that's way too close. You'll be in range of their arrows. Come up onto this hill point here. General and the Khandum Guardians, you come over here. And our main line, come off a defensive. Walk straight at them. Everybody get a good gauge. Don't run, actually, because we need our strength. So let's just sit here for a moment. I tell you what, I've got his poem written down in my book. Actually, in my gathering of lore knowledge, I've got this sweet leather-bound book. It's so cheeky. I do love a leather-bound book. One of my birthday presents for my 23rd birthday, I asked for a leather-bound set of Dictionary and a Thesaurus. They're so nice. They are so nice. Oh! I couldn't get my book out in time. We've arrived. That's because I was trying to undo it. Our first line has met the enemy. Our units are manoeuvring into position on the sides. Okay. This is going to be pike on pike. Men of Ruidour versus the halberdiers of Angmar. There's the Dunedain, the scum. Ah, they seem to be moving out. Right, move up. Now is the time. Come on, cut them off, cut them off, cut them off, you slow buggers. Why did you start walking? No, it's all over. What's the point?
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
None of our units can catch Dunedain Rangers. But we can surround their pikemen. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. They sent the Dunedain Rangers in on their own.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Ah, yes. Almost every unit is running away. The enemy general's died. Oh, it's suddenly turned out of nowhere. The victory has just totally arrived at our doorstep. Sorry, I've kept it in ×6. Right, now we've got Dunedain Rangers to face. So what we'll do is we'll pull everyone out. And we'll send forth a unit to be a sacrifice. Oh. That's interesting. Rather than shoot the fellas, they... That's annoying as well, because that unit of fellas can't do that, can't survive those on his own. Bandits have a really high attack. Oh, but at least we've caught them. Why did they come back? Just run away. You ran away once already. Just bugger off. So now it's just us versus the Dunedain Rangers. This has been a great victory. Yes, we've lost a few, but we'll heal that. So, and our general's involved this time, and the Khandum Guardians are there. We'll speed it up though, because it's just us killing Dunedain.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
And yes! Yes! And our general, oh no, Orc Halberdiers again. Is that the same unit as last time? Have they got 2 golden swords to hang on their banner now? Or I don't know what they'd get as Angmar. Bloodied rags, maybe? I'm not going to let this die, though. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. It's written in here somewhere in my poems section. All of the greatest songs of Middle-earth that I liked the most combined into one area. Aragorn's song. Ah, we found it. Execute them all. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. Now, interestingly, on a tightly different side note, I don't know if it's related to Lord of the Rings at all, or if they just like the phrase, but in Edinburgh, the capital city of Scotland, and a largish city, it's not really that big, but anyway, in Edinburgh, in one of their, I couldn't tell you the road, I could not tell you the road, but when I was there for the Fringe, it was a road that had quite a few bars on it. It's underneath the main road. It's like a lower down kind of. It almost feels like where, pardon the phrasing, but it feels an awful lot like where maybe Edinburgh may have thrown their poor people when back in like Victorian times and before. Like it was lower than the rest of the streets. But anyway, there was a neon sign that said, "Not all those who wander are lost," written on the wall, which made me chuckle. I wondered if that was a direct nod to Lord of the Rings, if someone who owned that building particularly liked Lord of the Rings. Are we making money now? Oh, apparently. Apparently making a lot of money. Can you build me a slave pit, please? Because then we'll get that unit for free. Garth Helegoth, you're doing alright. For Hamgathol, you're repairing that, and I'll take a Shrine of Melkor. It's a lot of money to waste on those things.
No sleeping here.
You're returning there. So some successful victories against the Dunedain. And we can safely end the turn. I also have written in my book the Song of Amroth and Nimrodel, the entire Song of Amroth and Nimrodel. It is a lot of stanzas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Stanzas, verses, I don't know which one. 13 for it. 13 verses, that's mental. A Song to the Stars, which is fully in Sindarin. The ring engraving, of course. So you can't write that, and you can't do that. And that's currently all I have before I changed over to an even cooler book. But it's cloth bound. They want me to take Perth and Loon. And the Dunedain are not attacking. One more turn. That'll go down to... Oh, they're going to get Shadoon before we can get there. Oh, it's because they can't besiege it. Oh, that's rubbish. That means we have no choice. They're going to siege it out. They're not going to ever attack, which means they're going to get it because we're not going to get there in time. Now, the forces of Linden can't seem to get past those bandits, which is good. Those bandits are currently saving us. Did we make money? Did we actually make money? Oh, yeah, we did. How many troops have we got? None, really. Nothing. Just nothing going on.
Listen up! Regroup, you louts!
Oskelon is just rebel.
Sleep in here.
You could do with uniting Fuerost as well, but then isn't that a Dunedain town? Yeah, it is. You can surely get more than one. 3 free upkeep. Oh yeah, I'll take all 3. Now, even though Orc fellas aren't very good, they're still better than Snagger. Much better than Snagger. Take those with you. You're going to have to just be sieging Shadoon. I can read you the poem in Elvish. It's called A Song to the Stars, and they sing it to the stars, and it goes as follows. A Elbereth Gilthoniel, Silivran Pena Miriel, O Menel Aglar Elanath, Nakaired Palandiriel, O Galathremin Enorath, Fanwilos Lelinathon, Nephayar Sinef Eron. And it is just a song to Elbereth Gilthoniel, who is also known as not Yavanna. Vada, the Valar of the skies, the heavens, the stars. She is the stars. She represents the stars. She is the goddess of the stars, if you will. And as the elves revere the stars above all else, for it is the first thing they saw when they awoke, they have a song to her in Sindarin. Righty ho. Well, we've got an awful lot to do in the next episode, but I am going to end that episode there, I am afraid. I'm not afraid, but I am going to end it there. We've got so much scrabbling to do. Now, here I was thinking, yes, we've taken down the dwarves of Eredlu, and we're in a right cushy position. But no. No. We are far from a cushy position. The dwarves are currently helping in their death by keeping Linden at bay. But that will not last. And once we take Oskelon, we will fully border Linden.
Get ready for fighting.
Although, interestingly, no one ever goes for Perthenloon. I don't understand it. It's just a free town now. Gets ignored by every nation. Anyway, we got 1,500 gold for just sitting in that free town. But now that was probably a really bad idea. Really bad idea. But the Dunedain are about to take Shadoon. We're going to have to siege it and take it back. They're also probably going to take Fuerost. I can throw in one of them, but that's the best I can give you.
Come and get me.
We're far too far away. I just didn't expect the Dunedain to be doing anything like this. Let's toggle Fog of War. Did I toggle Fog of War last time? I can't remember. Holy Christ. The Dunedain are so powerful. Although, using it to sneakily cheat, which I don't normally do, but I am now. Linden seem to have everything they've got in that one army. If we beat Arbelussen, there's no real other Linden forces for quite a while. Although they've taken Buzzradum. They've taken Buzzradum. Does that mean they go at war to Enedwaith? No, but they are at war with Dunland. But not Enedwaith. Enedwaith, as ever, probably not at war with anyone. It's turning into a massive side effect. This diplomacy thing, many people obviously don't really like it, but we're kind of seeing how it's going to play out. And the number one drawback we've seen in every single game is that Enedwaith attack no one. They literally attack no one. In all 4 of my current campaigns, you can see they're not attacking anyone. We've got beta testers, or just testers now, who have also reported that Enedwaith do not attack anybody, and it's turning into a real problem. Enedwaith are just not aggressive. They now just sit and do nothing. So Isengard take up the slack and fill in the gaps there, but Isengard are so busy with Rohan that it means that Gondor are now not bothered about their western edge. They've got no threats in the west. So what we might try and do is drop in a little cheeky little script. Although we just can't because we don't have any scripters. But what I would like to do is to see if Enedwaith aren't at war with anyone by the 20th turn, then I would like them to go to war with Bree, Dunland and Gondor in one go. If they are, however, at war with anyone, then no script will kick in. Because if they go to war with just a single nation, there are repercussions. Like Isengard would then hate them. They'd likely go to war with them if they went against Dunland. If they go against Bree, then Linden and possibly the Dunedain would attack them. If they go against Gondor, of course, then they've got their hands full because Gondor outclassed them. But at the minute, they just sit there doing nothing, and it's causing a big problem. But then, is it causing a big problem? Because it means that Dunland are now not worried about their western border. They're not under attack. Because 9 times out of 10, Enedwaith attacked Dunland before this diplomacy change. So now that Dunland are free, they're probably actually taking up the slack and attacking Bree, and keeping Bree quite busy by the looks of it. They're roaming all around their lands. They also normally, therefore, attack the northern Dunedain, but it doesn't seem that they are this time. The campaign seems to be purely against Bree, who are not doing very well at all. But the Northern Dunedain have no other enemies if Dunland don't attack them. Although, look at that. The Misty Mountains are doing really well. They're besieging Imladris. Wow. Dunland are besieging Imladris. Cheeky buggers. Barlin not doing anything. Look, we've got Rusky Aven we could get as well. Also, just noticed that, I didn't just notice, I know already, but the 3 towns between us and the Northern Dunedain are all villages. They've got a few troops, but they hardly have anything I'd consider a substantial army. Halberad there, or Arafor, sorry.
It will be an honor.
Jake Gyllenhaal has quite a sizable army around Fornos or Rhine, but otherwise he's not really doing anything, is he? We're not actually under as much threat as I thought we were. But that was a really bad cheat, shouldn't have done that. Over in the east, Dol Guldur have made it to the Forest Road, but the elves have taken Bur Alj, so that's quite good. But Dol Guldur are up to Elanin again, Rawberg and Dorthalu. Dorwinian heavily beaten back. They've lost their capital city and Karas Valathrim. Oh, we've got a powerful rune. I like rune being powerful. I really don't care if in every single game you ever play, Dorwinian Dale and the dwarves come under pressure, with the first 2 both dying. I'm really not bothered about that. In fact, I would actively welcome that. I'd like the eastern side to be that unless you get involved, unless you're one of those 3 nations, those teams go down. I mean, in the War of the Ring, as we know, the Men of Rune actually made it all the way to Erebor, and not only to Erebor, but had Sauron not fallen, they would have defeated Dale and the dwarves completely. The only reason they did not succeed was because Sauron was utterly destroyed, and the news of that shook the Easterlings so. But a strong Easterlings is good because it gives you some late game opponent who isn't just the hordes of Mordor. Because whilst Rune can get quite a large grouping of, they can get quite a horde style nature, their units cost a lot more and they're far less likely to just have 10 spacks. 10 spacks? Stack spam joined into one word there. 10 spacks. How does stack spam become spack? It should be stam, really, shouldn't it? 10 stams. There we go. Just invented a new word that we're going to use instead of stack spam. The Mordor in the late game tend to get a lot of stams, but Rune do not. They get smaller, more elite units. But as you can see, because Gondor are doing so well, like really well. I mean, although Harad have crossed the river, and it's only a matter of time before they best Dol Amroth, because they do have money and size. And interestingly, the far region of, what's it called? Naburka. No, that's the one in the island. And Karagmir has fallen to Umbar, despite being just a short distance from the Haradrim towns. So interesting in the south, very interesting with Gondor. They've taken the Black Gate. They're doing really well, but they now border Rune, and I don't think Rune will let that slide. They also now border Dol Guldur, but Rohan kicking it. I didn't notice that. Rohan have taken Dor Norhak. It's really interesting in the east, considering in the west it's just a slow countdown till the Dunedain absolutely destroy us. Oh, that border misses the river. That bothers me. Oh, why, lad. Anywho, I was going to end this 8 minutes ago, so I will actually end this now. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope you will accept my apology for moaning non-stop in those Age of Empires videos. Partially and mostly it was me just being a very sore loser. I've never been able to deal with rushing tactics, and I've always knee-jerked and moaned about it, and I shouldn't, especially not on YouTube. The aim here is to be entertaining, not to burden you all with my failings. So I apologise wholeheartedly. And I do hope that we can move on together. Now, next Sunday, when I said I don't know what I'll delight you with, I am probably going to do a Heroes game. Because I bloody love the game, and I would like that playlist, multiplayer and older games, I think I called it. It used to be called Memory Lane. I love playlists, you might notice. I have every single video I've ever done is accessible somewhere on my homepage. I can't stand it when people don't have links and don't have grouped playlists. Anyway. That one I want, as ever, as I moan about non-stop, I'd like it to be lots of different games here and there. And it's been heavily Age of Empires over the past few days, the past few weeks, month really. So I'm going to throw in some more older games. Now I know a lot of people did not like Heroes of Might and Magic 3 because it was too much of a graphical change for them. But every now and then a one-off I'm going to throw at you. And I also like Heroes 5 and I'll definitely throw one of those in as well. But probably after doing a Heroes 3 game so that you can see how similar those two games actually are and why they are both considered the best in the series. If you ask any die-hard Heroes of Might and Magic fan what's the best Heroes game, immediately they should say Heroes 3. And if they don't, then you're talking to the wrong guy. But their second up, this follow-up should be Heroes 5, because Heroes 5 takes everything Heroes 3 did well, updates the graphics, adds in some more interesting gameplay elements, and just aside from some terrible AI that causes end turns to take forever, they don't anymore now. I mean, I've got a mod that speeds up the end turns, and it's on the SSD, and that speeds up the end turns. But in the base game, the original game, the AI's end turn processing took forever. But aside from that downfall, they're really similar games, and I think they both represent the peaks of the series. So there we are. Anyway, I've rambled on again for too long. So until we speak again, dear friends, na den pedimad melunin, aberio irefan and farewell.